Alright guys, so as you can see, got a watch in here from the Swiss watch company. Just want to say right off the bat, I've got this in for a review. I don't get to keep it though, I've got to send it on to another reviewer after this. But that's, again, as always, that's not going to affect the way I do my reviews. I'm going to keep it honest all the time, no matter what. So let's get down into it. I'm not 100% sure whether you'll get this in this kind of case if you do order one. I think you do. If, when I'm editing this, I find out for sure, I will either add it on screen or leave it down in the description, let you know. But I'm fairly sure you're going to get this kind of case. And this is what you'll be getting. It is a nice case actually as well. Carry one. Going to be handy to carry a few watches around. So obviously you get the watch, and quickly show you what else. So, believe it or not, this is actually a strap. I was a little bit confused when I first opened this, but this is actually a Velcro strap, an elasticated one. It's actually surprisingly comfortable as well, but I'll show you that a bit later on when we get it on wrist. And then this also confused me a bit. I thought there was a spring bar missing at first. I thought, well, if you've got one curved one, surely there should be two. But I've spoken to Josh over at Swiss Watch Company, and he tells me that they only have the one. You only need the one. So let's get that out of the way. So here's the watch itself. So there are actually a few different versions available of this, different dial colours, different strap colours. They also do a stainless steel version. This one's actually DLC coated, but they also have a different movement option as well. You can get this one, which has got the automatic Sellita SW200, or they also do a quartz, which comes with the Ronda 4210B. Yeah, I think that's right. But again, all the details will be down in the description if you want to check it out. It's not actually shipping yet, but I've been told it will be in November. Not exactly sure when. If I find out, I'll pin a comment, let you know. And again, I'll add that description as well. So the prices on these, if you want the automatic one, it's going to be $429. If you want the DLC coating, which this one's got, that's going to be an extra $20. And then with the quartz Ronda movement one, that's going to be $299, and again, if you want the DLC coating, $20. There will also be a stainless steel bracelet option, but you'll have to buy that separately. So with this being a prototype, there will be a few little differences as we're going along. I'll point them out and let you know what's going to be happening with them. So let's get a zoom in on this dial. So as you can see, there's quite a bit going on there. So the main thing that stands out, well, there's two actually. There's that lovely, almost like a brick style centre part to the dial. Or waffle maybe, I don't know. I'm going to call it a brick one. Do really like that. And that's sunken as well, that part of the dial. So it adds a bit of depth. The next thing is those indices. They're really unique. I've not seen anything like that before. Definitely adds some unique character to this watch. A little bit strange at first, but once you get used to them, really nice. And they're loomed as well, but I'll show you the loom shot a bit later on. They're also applied. And then we've got these interesting looking minute track around the outside as well. The little triangles, again, something a bit different. So one of the first things that is going to be changed on the proper watch that you actually buy is this Swiss made at the bottom. So that is actually slightly off at the moment, it's not quite centered. That will be fixed in the final version. Also, let's quickly just move this out of the way while we're here actually. So we've got a screw down crown, pull it out once. We have actually got a ghost date position. So pull it out again. We can move the hands. I'll just leave them there. You can actually see now, we've got the applied logo at the top. And then we've also, if you can catch it in the right light, got the Swiss Watch Company underneath. I don't really know why they've added that in there, to be honest. If it was up to me, I would have just left that and just stuck with the applied logo. Because you can't really see that normally. If I zoom back out, you can see there's something there, but you can't really tell what it is unless you get really close. So I would have just left it off altogether if it was up to me. But it's a design choice they went with. As you can also see as well, we've actually got some AR coating on this, so you've got that little bit of a blue tinge to it. As for the rest of the watch, like I say, this one is DLC coated, not PVD. And then I can zoom in again quickly. We have actually got a sign crown there, although it is quite subtle on this DLC one, but it is there. And then we've also got the logo applied there as well, which is a nice touch. So then we've got the silicone strap, nice and comfortable, breathable as well, because you've got a bit of ventilation built in there, so you won't get too sweaty wearing that. We have got a really nice clasp on this, so it's a Omega style clasp, which clicks in, then nice and solid, got the double pushers. This is another thing that will be changed on the final production one. Apparently it will be made a bit smaller, because it is slightly large at the moment, so that's going to be getting changed. But it does work well, and again it'll be the same style from what I've been told. Get a quick zoom in on the case back. So this kind of carries on that pattern we've got on the actual centre of the dial, that brick kind of layout again, and then we've got the usual spec sheet around the outside. So we've got the Swiss made stainless steel, 100 metre water resistance, and the fact that it's sapphire crystal, but we'll be checking that out in a bit. Oh, and we have actually got not screw down, actual screws. So as you can see as well, this actually conforms to the wrist quite nicely, the way it curves, so it's not flat, and it follows the kind of contours of the case shape as well, with the nice curved lugs. So, seeing as we've already mentioned it, let's check. In fact, I'll quickly show you this. So it's really easy to adjust. Just pull it up like that, and then you can adjust it, pull it out, push it in further, snap it back on. But I'll just take that off so I can lie it down properly. And like I say, we'll check out whether we've got sapphire crystal using the trusty diamond selector 2. And as you can see, yep, we've got sapphire crystal, which is always good. So now let's get on to the dimensions. So we've got a thickness of just over 12mm, diameter of 41mm, lug width of 22mm, lug width of just over 46mm, but if we take into account that this actually sticks out slightly further than that, we have an effective lug to lug, more like 52. So just something to be aware of, but again, with it being silicone, it's going to bend and conform to your wrist really nicely, so it shouldn't be an issue. So now let's check out the lume on this. So as you can see, it's lighting up quite well already. Oh, another thing to mention as well, this is another thing that is going to change on the final version. It's actually going to end up changing to BGW9, whereas at the moment I think it's C3. So that will be a slight change. Just something to be aware of again. So let's charge this one up though and see what we're getting with this, because you'll get the kind of look of what's going on. Obviously the colour will change. It'll go from a green to more of a blue. So there we go. Actually pretty decent lume already, especially with it being a prototype. But again, like I say, it'll probably be improved on the final one, especially with it being BGW9 as well. Be more of a nice kind of blue. But it does really look distinctive, especially now those indices are lit up. Definitely not going to mix it up with any other watch. Definitely got to unique style of its own. I think it does look quite good. Obviously don't be judging the Lume on this itself, this is just to show you what this one's like. Like I say, the final one will be better. So all that's left to do now is show it you on wrist. So this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. And as you can see, that silicone strap really does conform to wrist really nicely. Again, this is going to be getting reduced down in size a little bit, so it won't be as big and bulky. But I still think it looks good. But again, that will be improved. And I think this overall stealth look with this all black one really does look nice. Nice sporty watch. Does look good. Definitely got a unique character. But like I said at the start of the video, I'm not all that keen on rubber straps and silicone straps myself, so I've been wearing it on the Velcro one quite a bit. So I'll quickly show you now what that one looks like. So this is what the watch looks like on the Velcro strap. I actually quite like it on this. In fact, if anything, I actually prefer it on this, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of rubber or silicone straps, so I do really like this one. And with it being Velcro as well, you can get the perfect fit. Really adjustable, really comfortable, stretchy as well. So if you get hot during the day, you still be able to get a perfect fit. So I do really like it. And obviously, depending on what colour watch you'll get a matching strap. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.